Hey there, crazy kids. I am the Good Old Gamer, and this is Star Wars The Old Republic. We're playing as a Jedi Knight in this run, and this is, I believe, episode 3, video number 3, and we're finally going to get into some of the questing and combat and world experience and stuff. Just a quick, brief overview for any of you who may have skipped the previous episode where we did preparation. We basically just sorted out our HUD interface, tweaked it a little bit. We got ourselves some of the legacy unlocks, and we put the abilities that we have ready on our quick bars here in the places that I'm most used to using them. Obviously, you can put them wherever you want if you're playing. But let's go ahead and get going. First thing we're going to do before we do anything else is we are going to activate one of our complimentary major experience boosts. This will give us 25% extra experience for 3 hours. The good thing about these experience boosts, whether you get a major one or a minor one, and sometimes you get rewarded them through quests and stuff, these happen to be subscriber rewards that I've gotten. But no matter which type you get, they will work even if you log out and log back in. So let's say you have this 3 hour boost here and you log out an hour and a half into it. You log out for the end of the night or whatever, and then you come back the next day, you log back in, the boost is still there, and you still got the hour and a half or whatever remaining, so that's good. Some of the regular buffs, where you get boosts to your stats, don't. They'll last for like an hour, but if you log out like a half an hour into that, then they're just gone. So just keep that in mind. I'll show you that when we get to it. But right now, let's activate the major boost for 3 hours. We'll get 25% extra experience for everything, basically, that we get experience for. And we'll get started on some questing here. Now, let's see where the quests are. I believe there's only one side quest right now, besides the main story one that we're going to be doing over here, where we have to fight off the flesh raiders. This here, by the way, NPCs that have this sign on them, this means that they're a class trainer for you. So when you gain extra levels, you can go to one of these, and they'll have some extra abilities for you as you gain levels. So it's good to check in on them once in a while. They'll have a plus sign under that triangle whenever they've got new abilities for you. Let's go over here. Oh, another thing I like to do is that this class buff here, you can give this to other players. So I could cast that, and boom, they get that player now has any of these buffs that they don't already have. So that's a fun thing I like to do. You don't have to do it, but it's fun to do. Let's go ahead and activate the side quest.
Padawan, come here, quickly. The training grounds are not safe today.
Night Weller sent me to help with the Flesh Raiders. I'm combat trained and ready to help.
And the Force is with us. Few Padawans here can make that claim. The Flesh Raiders moved into the training grounds, organized and ready, attempting to isolate various groups of Padawans. There's a group of students in the hills we lost track of. They're not combat trained.
Well, we'll go and get them back. No problem.
Don't worry. Those Padawans will get home safe. I promise.
I've got a beacon here. If you can find the Padawans and set the beacon, we'll send an evac shuttle as fast as we can. A group of Jedi from the temple is headed this way, but maybe not fast enough. May the Force be with you.
That's another player. It's kind of funny because that player right there is a Ratataki, I think they're called. I might be wrong on that, but they're originally an Empire race, so they've had some experience playing the game, and they've managed to unlock that either through the cartel market or by playing. They're immune to my buff, my extra buffs here, which means they already have them, which isn't surprising since you can see that specific race has been unlocked. They probably have all of the buffs already. Let's go attack these guys. Why not? Now you can see here, this bar down here is the resource bar that we're loading up as we attack. It'll slowly decrease again over time. And we can use that to do our second charge attack here. Hello. Or not. Fine, be that way. Just so you guys know, I'm basically going to be... hold on here. Take care of these guys. I'm basically going to be... This is loot, by the way. You can set it in preferences. I think it's by default where loot in a certain area will all gather together at once. So you only have to select it once instead of going to each enemy that might have it, which is nice. What are we supposed to do here? We're supposed to defeat 5 of the Flesh Raiders, huh? Okay. Well, 5 more. We've already had defeated 5. And we get another level, so that's good. Nope. I'm not going to join any guilds right now. I like to solo this game like a, like if it were a single player. Oh, and we completed our quest mission, so we can go speak on the Holocron or Holo Communicator, whatever the hell it's called.
You're unharmed. Good. Flesh Raider shot me in the leg while I was rescuing some Padawans. Don't know where these things got blasters, but I know how to use them. I've been evacuated to a med center, but the fighting isn't over.
I'll push back the enemy, whatever it takes.
We need to stop them at the source. Another Padawan found a cave tunnel the Flesh Raiders used to enter this valley. I need you at that tunnel, making sure the Flesh Raiders don't get any more reinforcements through it.
I'll find this cave tunnel and seal it.
We need to end this conflict before anyone else gets hurt. Find the tunnel along the mountain range. May the Force be with you.
Okie dokie, we'll be doing that in a little bit. Gonna do some more random combat and stuff first. I don't know if I said it actually between all this combat stuff, but I am going to do pretty much all of the side quests and side missions that I can do up through the completing the second world that we'll be on. And I'm going to be doing that because it'll give us a nice little experience level. We'll get to like level 20 something by the end of that, and then after the second world that we're on, I'll probably just stick with the main missions and maybe do some of the heroic missions and flashpoints for you, but most of the side quests after the second world I'll just ignore because we'll be decent enough level by then to keep up with the level ranking in the worlds. Let's go over here. This is where the side quest is going to be on the map. As you see here, this is where we are. We're headed to the side quest area to find the missing students. I think there'll also be some optional rescuing of other students here too if other players haven't done it already. Like see right here, you can see it right here. We'll get rid of these guys and then save these students for some extra experience. Anytime you see a blue highlighted thing like this, you want to be sure to get it because it could either be a side quest or it can be a like a lore object and extra experience that way and stuff. Like this here is loot, so we'll pick that up for some extra armor and stuff. I don't really pay attention to the loot too often. A lot of it is just junk loot and credits. If it's green or blue or sometimes purple, it can be some decent stuff, but oh, what else? Another bonus, we got 5 more of those captured Padawans to go get. Let's go get this one over here. It looks like it's going to be an easy one, unless the enemies spawn again, the Flesh Raiders spawn again. The introductory worlds, no matter which class you play, the introductory worlds are always the most populated, I've found. So just keep that in mind. Once you get off the first couple worlds, then the population kind of slows down unless you're on one of the more super popular servers. This one isn't too terribly popular. So like after the second world that we're on, you'll start to see the population of other players kind of go down. It won't be quite as often that we see them, but right now they're going to be all around, and it's going to be a fight to get these bonus missions and stuff. Because everybody will be wanting to do them. And no, I'm not a very good MMO player. I'm not one of those people that uses a bunch of the macros and stuff. Like the first 3 buttons here, the first 3 or 4 buttons here, I tend to do. And then after that, I use mouse clicking for the rest of it. So just in case you're wondering. Hope you guys don't mind that. But if you're not playing PvP, if you're just playing the story missions, it's easy enough to do it that way. And I'm more in it for the story and the characters and stuff, so I don't particularly mind. Okay, we've got 3 of 6, so we just need a few more. Where is the side mission? It's going to be over here. So we need to keep that in mind. And if these happen to refill after, you know, the cooldown timer, like 2 minutes or something, they'll still work as completing the bonus objectives or whatever you're trying to do. Unfortunately, we're not that lucky yet, so... Oh, wait, now it just respawns. See? Now we can do it, and it'll count. Yay! That was easy enough. Let's go around here. I believe we have to go around this way anyway to maybe get to the other side quest we're working on. Somebody already got that one. The missing Padawans are right over this hill over here somewhere. But I'm still working on the bonus objective. If you complete the quest that the bonus objective is under, if you complete this one first, then you won't get a chance to complete the bonus most of the time. So I try and complete the bonus before I complete the other objectives. In case you're wondering why I'm just kind of goofing around here, not really getting over to where the Padawans are. They're right up over that hill right there. Let's go this way. I believe there might be some loot over here somewhere. Maybe if... Ah, here we go. If another player hasn't gotten to it. We've got some more armor and stuff. I'm going to have to actually look into the loot we've picked up. I should probably do that more often since I'm making videos for you guys. Most of the time I don't really do it. I just wait until I get to a convenient spot to do it. But you know what? We can do that real quick here. Is that better than what we got? Yep. So we'll wear those. And is that better than what we got? Yep, looks like it. A little bit more armor, so we'll wear that instead. Alright, and then this is a buff here. These are the buffs I'm talking about, that if you end up logging out before it's over, you just lose it. So this lasts for 60 minutes, this lasts for an hour. If you log out, like, say, half an hour into using it, you won't get it when you come back, it'll be gone, so just keep an eye on that. I'm going to go ahead and use it because whether or not I use it doesn't really matter, honestly. It's just a stat boost, but you can sell them if you want to be honest, but I might as well use it since we got it, and since we're early levels. Those little buffs matter more in the earlier levels than they do as you level up, because you'll eventually out-level the area you're at. Especially if you do a lot of the side quests and the heroic missions and the flashpoints and stuff. We got one more of these Padawans to save, and then we can go ahead and save the main mission ones, the main side missions. Up, come on. We'll heal up a little bit. There is an auto heal that just heals you over time, but it is slow to recharge, so I try to use the active healing when I don't have a companion with me to heal me. We're not getting a lot of decent loot from these guys. That's kind of a shame. That's how you end up getting your first armor and weapons in this game for a while, until you get to some of the better main missions. Alright, we found all the bonus. So now we can go find the main missing students for this side quest, which are right over here. And they're on the map if you want to find them, so they're not terribly hard to find.
How's he looking?
He should be resting in the Jedi Temple, but if you're determined to press on, I can help him along.
Give him the last of the Kolto if you have to. We'll fight again soon. Hey! Good to see another Padawan alive out here. You're lucky those creatures haven't caught you yet.
You must be the lost Padawans.
I've been searching for you. What happened out here?
Knew they'd sent rescuers.
We came seeking knowledge of the Jedi Code. The Flesh Raiders interrupted our trial.
Never fought like that in my life. We killed it, but Jaredin was badly injured.
Is he okay?
Your friend. How serious is the wound?
It pains him greatly. He should not be moving. It is not the Jedi way to seek battle and revenge while a man suffers.
That's your opinion, Meneus. It's not what we decided. Training or not, a bunch of animals won't keep us from becoming Jedi.
Isn't she right? Jedi don't give up, do they?
She is wrong. Remember the Jedi Code. There is no passion. There is serenity.
That's enough, Meneus. If you want to help us, we could use you. Help make the Flesh Raiders pay.
This could potentially be your first alignment choice if you take this side quest. Otherwise, you'll get that in one of the main missions coming up. But we're going to go light side because it's ironic that a Sith pureblood is not only a Jedi Knight, but also going light side. So yeah, you're going to go home. No, I don't want to be part of a guild. Thank you for the offer,
You're walking
though.
a dangerous path. You and your friends need to get back to camp. while you still can.
If any of you
So close to
watching,
finishing the trial.
No, we are not. I see you have a signal beacon. Leave it for us, and as soon as we have gathered our things, we will signal for a ride back.
okay, we're done with that. If any of you guys are watching, or happen to be the ones that are inviting me, I appreciate the offer to the guild. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the offer to group up and all that, but it's not something that I'm doing. I like to solo this game, just so you guys know. I mean, if it happens to come a time where somebody lets me know and I notice, like in a message or chat or something, that they're on the server with me, they're following me around, they want to group up, maybe we can do something, but it's not going to really happen a lot. Just because I play this game at random times and I just like to solo. I don't really play this game as an MMO, so to speak. We have to go back to the main area there to turn in the side quest and get the rewards and stuff from it. So let's go ahead and do that. I think I'm headed the right way. Am I? Yes. Oh, it is kind of a little ways away, I guess. Didn't quite realize. Kind of wish I had the leaping ability. I'm not entirely sure when we get that, but eventually we'll get as a Jedi Knight or maybe as a Sentinel, I forget. We'll get a Force Leap ability so we can leap to our enemies from a distance. It makes traveling around a little bit faster. I mean, I could use a mount and stuff, and I will be using a mount here in a little bit, but right now I'm just kind of exploring around in case we find some extra, I don't know, loot, I guess. Because you never know what we're going to find. I kind of just want to wander around and explore a little bit with you guys. Show you guys the game, the sights, and that sort of thing. Let's go ahead and turn in the quest. And get our reward.
The beacon worked, and a rescue speeder is on its way. You really came through for those Padawans.
One of them was injured. You need to send a medic with the rescue team.
Standard procedure. They're in good hands. You probably want to get back to your trials. Again, thank you, and may the Force be with you.
Ooh, and we got some more loot, and we're level 4 already. I didn't even realize I remember we leveled up to 2. I didn't notice we got to 3. All right, so let's go to the trainer here, and we'll get some extra abilities.
Lightsaber is just as much
Ah,
science as art.
here's the Force Leap right here that I was talking about. Now we'll be able to leap around. That'll be fun. Force Sweep, this is going to be an AoE attack, area of effect. And then Saber Ward, I believe, is a shield. It's like a defense thing. So we'll go ahead and take that. That's
You can
good.
spar anytime.
I'm glad we got those abilities. Now I'm going to move this one down here because it's a buff and we're keeping our buffs over here. We'll leave that for now. Until you reach level 10 and get your advanced class, you won't be leveling in the more stereotypical RPG kind of way where you pick your certain level up abilities. Until you reach level 10, you just have these trainers that you need to keep an eye on and go back to after you level up once or twice to get your extra abilities. So just keep that in mind. And don't forget, even after you get your advanced class, to keep coming back to these trainers because they'll still have extra abilities for you every few levels. I don't know why I'm back here. Let's check our inventory again because we got some new boots. Let's see if they're any better. And they are. That's good. And I like to just double check and make sure that they match the color. Since we're a subscriber, we get to do that. These are extra materials, crafting materials. I don't mind picking these up because with all the other characters I've been saving, I've gotten a ton of crafting materials in my storage, so I don't necessarily mind picking them up. But if you don't want them, you can sell them. If you don't plan to do any crafting or whatever, that's fine. Looks like that's pretty much the same damage there for that, so we don't need to worry about that. Alright. Let's go find ourselves... Is there... I guess the vendors are over here, right? Yep. This is a sign for the vendor. This little, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, a weird 7 mark or whatever. Those are vendor signs. Any vendor will take anything you want to sell. So you can sell all your junk at once with the sell junk button. You can repair your stuff. Your items, your armor and weapons do take damage over time. It's not so bad if you haven't like died or whatever, but if you do die, then they're going to take a lot more damage. We shouldn't need these. I'm going to go ahead and keep these for now because one of our companions might want them eventually. And I'm not entirely sure which one I'm going to have, so I'll just leave that for now. We can sell them later. Doesn't matter. Where is our main mission? We have to go back that way. I should have probably went there to begin with and then come back for the side mission later, but whatever, that's fine. We'll go ahead and use a mount since we've got those bonuses that we prepped for in the last video. We're one of the special new characters here that actually has access to mounts early. So we can kind of show off a little bit and get around a little bit faster as well. Oh, and here, I'll show you why I mapped the active heal button to the mouse button, because once you have your mount activated, all you got to do to get off of it is boom. And you go into your healing stance, which is helpful because you can take damage while you're on your mount. If someone shoots you or hits you, you can take damage. So it's nice to have that bonus. Plus, it automatically kicks you out of your mount if you need it to. Oh, also, I need to take the rocket boost off of the favorites if I can. Vehicles. Can I unselect that? Can I take that off? Nope, I guess not. They must have changed that. Oh, now I can. Okay, good. I don't want the rocket boost to activate outside of actually hitting the button myself. If you have it favorited there, like I've shown just now, it will activate if you hit the random mount, and I don't want to do that because it's only a temporary boost anyway, so I only use it for special occasions. So do keep that in mind. What was I doing? Where am I going? Main mission is over that way. There's a cave over there. I think there's going to be a loot, or not a loot, a lore object up here somewhere, if I remember right. I don't remember where they all are on all the maps, but yeah, there is one there. Oh, speaking of which, now we've got the leap, I gotta remember to use that. Whee! I gotta get in the habit of using the leap now. That's extra experience, extra lore. It's just codex entries, but anytime you know where a lore is, an object is that's highlighted, go ahead and get it because it's extra experience, so why not? Even if you're not interested in the codex entries themselves. I don't think I've ever seen any of the codex entries. I just get it for the experience. That's the area attack. And where... Okay, so the cave is off over here somewhere. Okay. Cross the river or through here? No, it's got to be across the river there. Sorry, it's been a while since I played the Jedi Knight, so I'm not entirely sure where everything's at, which is why we have a map. It's good to have a map. Up. Hello. Ah, there we go. Here's the cave entrance. You can tell when it's an instance that you can get into because it'll be green. If you can't get into it, if it's a different class mission or you don't have the mission yet, it'll be red and you'll be blocked from getting in there. I'm sure that's not anything new to you MMO fans, but those of you like me who have are relatively new might like to know that. Heal up a little bit. Thank you. Another good thing about the class heal is that it can be interrupted at any time. Now, if you're wondering why we have med packs, since we have a class heal, the class heal I don't believe can be used in combat. It can only be used outside of combat. So if you want to heal in combat, you either have to use a healing ability if you happen to have one that isn't a class one, if it's like one of your special skills, or you have to use a med pack. So, or when you get a companion later on, they'll heal you automatically if you set them to do that. You can set the companions to heal or tank or DPS depending on what you need. I pretty much always have them set to heal because why not? They're all decent healers, so it just makes it easier for me to shoot stuff and beat stuff up. um, oh, I should probably be using my my saber ward or whatever it's called, the defense too. I tend to forget that. I get so used to having a companion around that protects me that I don't end up using a lot of the buffs most of the time. Yay! Another level up. This extra XP boost is really, really handy. Hello.
Stop struggling, Padawan. Your life was over the moment you set foot here.
By the way, if you hit escape during one of these quest cutscene dialogue scenes, it resets you. It restarts it. So if you pick a option you don't want to pick, for example, maybe you have a companion that disapproves of it, so you want to pick a different option, or maybe you pick the wrong alignment option that you don't want by accident or whatever. You just hit escape, it'll reset it, and it'll show you which character to click on to begin it again. I don't do it a whole lot, but I'm just showing you that that's an option in case you're wondering.
Stop struggling, Padawan. Your life was over the moment you set foot here. Because the Order must evolve, and you are weak.
Whoever you are, step away from that Padawan.
You are dangerous. You killed my soldiers. Not attacking, cleansing. And we have only begun.
Lay down your weapons. I don't want to hurt you.
The old order is dead. Long live the new order.
Oh no, you have a lightsaber. Too bad. So sad. Didn't help you.
You two all right? What happened here? Thank the Force that you're both safe. This man's no Jedi. At least not one of us.
He organized the attack on the training grounds. Called the Flesh Raiders his soldiers.
I warned the Council these natives aren't mindless beasts. This is proof. This lightsaber, there's something familiar about it. Strange. You held off all these attackers by yourself with only a practice saber. Impressive.
Technically, it was a sword that I got off a subscriber reward, but sure, practice saber, we'll go with that. Um,
I followed my instincts. That's all.
They served you well. This battle's over, but we don't want any more flesh raiders coming through here. That should hold them back for now.
I can see why you're a Jedi Master.
When you get as old as me, you learn a few tricks. Not yet. I'll get you to a med center. You seem all right to travel alone. Report to the Jedi Council.
This valley isn't safe yet. I don't feel good about leaving.
We have Jedi Knights rooting out the last attackers. You're needed elsewhere. Follow the path leading out of this valley. You'll find the Jedi Temple through the mountain pass. See you there.
Alrighty then. Well, we got that mission pretty much done. Now we just got to go to the Jedi Temple to complete it, I guess, or move on to the next part of it. Now, see, we can't use the mounts in here, but we can use rocket boost. That's why I have it separate. It doesn't last very long, but it does help speed up travel in these interior areas. Okay, so now we got to go to the temple, which is down that way. Somebody's having fun. Sometimes when you kill certain wildlife that are hostile, you get some codex entries on them, so I just wanted to, just in case. I didn't know. Just tested it out. You can go after the yellow ones too. They're neutral. They're not hostile. They'll turn hostile if you hit them, but I generally don't do that. I only go for the ones that are already hostile. If I go for them at all. A lot of the times I don't even do that. It looks like we can go back to the trainer. They've got some new abilities, but we can get to another trainer at the Jedi Temple, so we'll just keep going in that direction for now. Let's go ahead and activate a mount. See if we can get to where we need to be going. Can we cross this way? Looks like it. Yeah, the using a force sleep ability is also a good way to get yourself off of the mount immediately. Where are we? Oh well. More flesh raiders. Come on. Sometimes the targeting in this game is weird. I can't believe some player is actually going this far out to get one of those guys. That's kind of cool, I guess. I didn't know they did that. It's kind of a little bit of... Well, I guess it's not too far away. It's just not where I was thinking it would be. Let's continue on. Is this where we need to go? Nope. We need to go this way. Helps to have a map. It'd help even more if I had a way to get onto the stupid road. Do. Oh, well, there's a bridge right there, so that's handy. I guess we'll do that. Yes, there is a little bit of fall damage in this game. Keep that in mind. Now, can I get up there without having to go too far around? Sometimes you can kind of wiggle your way around some of this landscape to get up where you normally probably shouldn't be able to go, but I don't know if we actually can. Oh, well, speaking of this, another trick is if you get stuck on any piece of like landscape or like a railing or something and your character just gets stuck and you can't move, another trick you can do is go here to the chat screen and go type slash stuck and it'll reset you to the nearest free spot from wherever you were. You can't do that like immediately one after the other. There's like a cooldown, 30 seconds or something, cooldown in between, but hopefully you don't get stuck too many times. I guess I'm going to have to go all the way back over here. I'm not seeing a particularly easy way to get around. It's kind of lame, but whatever. Um, I guess I'll have to go all the way back here. I could have just fast traveled to this point. Since we're over here anyway, I didn't intend to take this long, but since we're over here anyway, might as well go to the trainer. Get whatever items they have
Glad
for
to
us.
share my skills with someone talented.
Cyclone Slash looks like that's going to be another AoE, possibly.
We can spar anytime.
And I believe we go this way to finally get to where we're going. We could use the taxis that we used to get over to this part. I believe we can use the taxis to get to the Jedi Temple area, but I'm just going to use this because, you know, you get some extra experience exploring, and you never know what you might find in terms of loot and codex entries and stuff. So I'm just checking things out. Trying to keep that stuff in mind. Is there anything over here? Nope, just more of the flesh raiders, I guess. Yay! Well, we discovered the Jedi Temple area. This is where the taxi would end up, by the way. It would take you right over here. The only thing about the taxis is that they don't explore the map for you in the process. They only give you where they land, that area on the map, so that's something to keep in mind as well. The game usually automatically unlocks these for you. These are the fast travel points that you can see here on the map. This is where the quick travel would come in handy. They usually unlock for you, but there are a few of them on certain worlds that don't. So I'd recommend just getting in the habit of trying to unlock those if they don't automatically do it already. Well, we're here, so I guess we're going to go check out the Jedi Temple here. We've got ourselves another side quest we can take a part of real quick.
Padawan, I heard you've begun your trials. Master Orgus speaks very highly of you. No doubt you're pleased to have come this far. But some Jedi have the ability to do more, help more people. Interested?
Sure, tell me more about it.
What's involved in this assignment?
A war is brewing in the greater galaxy. The Sith Empire plots against the Republic, and the Republic looks to the Jedi for aid. But not all who train to become Jedi are skilled combatants and leaders. Many are scholars, diplomats, strategists, and scientists. Which is why we've created a simulation to test Jedi and Padawans and certify them to lead Republic troops.
You want me to participate in this simulation?
That's what I'm asking. The droids here in the yard have been programmed to act according to Imperial military protocols and battlefield tactics. Demonstrate your proficiency at defeating these droids, and you will be on your way to qualifying to lead Republic troops into battle. Can you do it?
You can count on me.
Excellent. The first set of training droids are ready for you. Get to it.
Alrighty. These are, this is a multi-stage side quest, by the way. As we level up, he'll open up more and more quests for this to do. I think it's over here that I have to do it, though. Yep. There are different arenas, and so I always lose track on which one to go to. It'll spawn an enemy droid, or more, and we just got to take care of them. That's the new AoE attack, by the way, the slashing, sweeping thing. And that's pretty much it. Now we just got to go back and check in with him, let him know we did it. He'll be super impressed, even though it was super easy.
I'm impressed. Hopefully we'll have something more challenging for you soon.
I hope so too. And we get more of that currency that we'll be able to use to buy modifications for our weapons and armor later. Lovely. Let's see if I can buff these players. That guy got a buff. And this will cool down. That one's immune, so they already got all the buffs.
Peace unto you, friend. I bear word from the masters of the temple. Will you take a moment and hear my message?
Sure, why not?
By all means, my friend. Let us talk.
You do me great honor. Your present mission is all important, but the masters want to make sure you do not miss what the temple has to offer. When you have time, see Master Mojida. He will guide you in the other skills of the Jedi.
That's basically just telling you to go see the trainer. We've already been seeing the trainers, but since we were going to go in there anyway, we'll get a little bonus XP mission for it. But we'll be doing that next time, ladies and gents. This video's been plenty long enough. I may or may not have to split it into a couple videos. I don't know for sure on the time yet. But this has been more Star Wars: The Old Republic, playing as the Jedi Knight Gatlin. We'll continue on next time into the Jedi Temple, talk to probably some members of the Jedi Council, and see where our missions take us from there. Stay tuned for more next time. Bye-bye for now. You know what? Never mind, crazy kids. I quit the video too early. I know the video's already like 47 minutes at this point, but I'm going to get us to the cantina here in the Jedi Temple, and then we'll get rested XP boost for when we come back into the game.
Padawan, I'm Satil Shan, leader of the Jedi Council. I'd like to speak privately with you before we meet with the others.
You have my full attention, Master. What do you need?
This isn't a discussion for a comm channel. Come to my meditation room in the temple. We'll talk there.
Alrighty then, that'll be something we have to do, but we'll be doing that next time. I just want to get us to the cantina. I forgot that there was a cantina here in the Jedi Temple. Right there, and this will allow us to log out safely in an area where we can get rested XP while we're gone. It's a nice little XP boost on top of the boost we're already getting. As you can see here, you've entered a rest zone. That's how you know that you'll get your rested XP, and actually I'm just out of habit. I'm going to unlock that even though I think it's already unlocked. It's a quick travel, so you can get back here quickly whenever you need to. And I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. So once again, thanks for watching, boys and girls. I am the Good Old Gamer. This has been more Star Wars: The Old Republic, playing as a Jedi Knight. We'll have more later. Bye-bye for now.